last 6 years, our society has literally moved from having and dreading mental health conversations to literally giving themselves and tagging themselves mental health labels. Like, I am depressed, I have anorexia, I have ADHD, I have OCD, I suffer the postpartum depression, and all of those labels. I am glad that as a society we've moved steps forward in those kinds of conversations, because it is important that we know what those things are. So you have all of these labels going around, and whilst I am glad that one way or the other, as a perinatal mental health worker for the last 6 years, my role and my contributions in creating awareness and educating the public about the importance of understanding and getting aware of the triggers that may lead to a mental health disorder has kind of led to the awareness that we have now. Now, this breaks my heart in some ways, because whilst we have, accepted these conversations, there's still a lot of ways and then still a lot of things that have not been put in place in terms of prevention of the triggers that lead to perinatal mental health disorder or mental health disorders generally, that the society can access to bridge the gap. It does break my heart, right, that our society is still miles away, we're still far away from developing preventive measures for mental health triggers, right? So as a mental health provider for mothers and parents, through our safe spaces, we have a couple of safe spaces where we educate mothers and parents. We've made information to be easily accessible. Information like sex conversations, we made it more easy to understand so that we can bridge the gap of the risks of a mental health disorder. So today, I want to share with you one thing that can tell you as a parent that you are mentally healthy. Now, when you are able to approach the sex talk or the sex conversation with your child without panic or without fear. For example, when you are able to call the vagina or the penis by its name instead of saying pee-pee, then you will know and then that you are a mentally healthy parent. Sex education is not about telling your child, which someone has asked me before, about the different sex styles. Yeah, it's not about that. It is more about educating your children about the different functions of these organs that you dread to mention without fear or shame. Let them hear these particular organ names from you first. It takes away the risks of secrecy that leads to curiosity, and the risk of them hearing it from someone who may not even have been taught themselves. Because guess what? There are loads of adults who don't know what sex education is. These are some of the things that we teach in our support community. So if you want to join our support community, go to the link in our bio. If you're watching this on YouTube, click my description. And if you already belong to the community, we've set out a form to help us serve you better. It's a short survey that will take less than 5 minutes for you to complete so that we can serve you better on your journey to motherhood and parenting. Let's remember that a healthy society begins at conception and it begins at the home front, and we all have a role to play. And so let's play it. Thank you.